Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. Alright guys, the content that we're going to talk about tonight is how the gun controllers are actually upset with Biden in his most recent gun control announcement. You know, the whole ghost gun thing, the new ATF director. This is really interesting because harken back to things that we talked about on this channel, where Biden had to go just far enough where he could appease the gun controllers and keep their vote and keep them happy, but he couldn't go too far because he wanted to get his ATF nominee director confirmed, but he also didn't want to get smacked around by the court system, which would make his rules irrelevant. Well, it turns out he failed on both. So that's what we're going to talk about because the gun controllers are coming out in force. This is actually very interesting. Everything is linked in the description box below. I'd love to hear what you guys think on this one. And if you are new and not subscribed, we'd love to have you join the fight. So hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you back, get notifications on our videos. We do 2 a day because we are going to pass these rights on to the next generation. But with that said, let's dive into this. I want to show you how gun controllers are not appeased with the most recent actions. Check this out. Biden's new steps on gun violence met with cautious applause. Some criticism. Some gun safety advocates say the president has not moved quickly or boldly enough in the years since he unveiled a raft of executive gun control actions. Now I'm going to harken you back to February, January, right when Biden was first inaugurated. Remember how the big buzzword was big, bold initiatives, big, bold action. This is a bold administration. That was their whole pitch across the board. Well, it turns out they were a little bit lackluster, so they're kind of pissed. Check this out. I'm going to keep going. This is incredible. All right, so President Joe Biden's latest measures to curb shootings and combat homemade, untraceable firearms known as ghost guns were met Monday with cautious applause and some criticism from those who say the president has not moved fastly or boldly enough in the year since he unveiled a raft of executive gun control actions. Keep in mind, full year, and we talked about it on this channel, they went after ghost guns and they went after them hard, but this is phenomenal. Many gun safety advocates hailed the crackdown as a vital step in stemming the flow of ghost guns, which can be assembled at home in minutes using do-it-yourself kit. Insert bullet point here. But several others said the new policy should have come much sooner amid a surge in gun violence. Now, just to remind you, the gun control has been growing more and more impatient, or the gun control lobby has been growing more and more impatient with Biden and the White House. What are the things that they wanted? They wanted a nomination to the ATF directorship. Okay? They wanted a ghost gun rule, all right? Then they wanted an Office of Gun Violence Prevention in the White House, okay? Now, they got 2 or 3, but that's still, they're not happy. Check this out. Quote, "This is great news, but unfortunately, it's taken too long and too many people have died as a result," said David Chipman, a former special agent for the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives, which regulates the firearm industry. Chipman is pissed. He's the guy who did not get nominated. Remember him? Yeah, that was awesome. Gun safety advocates criticized the Biden administration for dropping the ball on Chipman's nomination, which failed to advance in the Senate following opposition from Republicans and some other Democratic senators. We know about that, but that was the first thing that really drove a rift between the gun controllers and the White House. Well, listen to what the leading gun control advocates said in regards to Biden's new rules that he just did on Monday. Check this out. This is 4 or 5 quotes. They are delicious. On Monday, Biden tapped Steve Dettelbach, a former U.S. attorney in Ohio, as his second choice, starting the process over around the directorship of the ATF. Quote, "We applaud the president for his step forward, but we're clear-eyed that in many ways today's announcement simply brings us to square one. March for Our Lives, a gun control advocacy group." Okay, that's David Hogg's group. All right? So we're back at square one. That's not what they were expecting from the White House. Wasn't expecting that, were they? 1 year later, without any other new significant policy proposals, Biden's update Monday sounded like regurgitations from his news conference in April 2021, said Igor Volsky, executive director of Guns Down America, a gun violence prevention group. Now, he's led the charge being pissed at the White House. Check this out. Some more things he said. Quote, "The announcements he's making today are significant, but they are, in some ways, iterations of what he said last year," Volsky said, adding that he had hoped Biden would form a White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention. So they got 2 out of the 3 things that they wanted from Biden after they complained and moaned for a year. They got 2 of 3 and they're still pissed. This is what's like dealing with the left. They want their way. They want the far left because they were promised that by Biden on the campaign trail. They didn't get it, and it's biting him right in the old wrinkly butt. All right. Quote, in some respects, Volsky said, this is a bit of unfinished homework that the administration is now finishing. Oop. Even Igor Volsky saw the announcement on Ghost Guns on the ATF directorship nomination is for what it was. He saw it as a, I did it, guys. Don't be upset. You gotta make sure you vote for me now. Vote for Democrats in November because I did what you wanted. It failed. It failed miserably. And now the gun control advocates are still pissed. They still want more. And Biden didn't do what he wanted or what they wanted him to do. This is irony of the highest order, and it is beautiful and delicious. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning on the bullet points. I'm Braden. See you later.